Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and here on this channel I ramble with articulation, I hope, about a variety of different musical video and audio elements of the videos that I watch. And today we are back with Voctave, a group I haven't actually visited for a hot second, and I'm really looking forward to checking out their version of One Short Day by Stephen Schwartz from Wicked. If you haven't seen either of my two coverages of the voice play Wicked medley, I did one. It was the very first video on this channel. Terrible recording quality if you do go back and check it out, because I didn't really know what I was doing. And I also did a revisit for the second anniversary of the channel. This is one of, if not my favorite musical, no, probably one of my favorite musicals, I think tied with Merrily We Roll Along and Sweeney Todd. And I think this music is so fantastic. I think it's a really well-crafted musical, and I was genuinely surprised by how good the movie was. I do have a couple of issues with it, just like I have a couple of issues with the musical, but they're so minor because I think everything else outweighs those little niggles that I have. And I'm really excited to see what Voctave does with One Short Day. It's such an incredible piece of music. I think it's purpose-built for a large chorus, but I also think it's going to be such a good fit for them. I'd love to hear them do, honestly, any of the major a cappella groups, like Voice Play doing their medley was so good. I would love to hear any of them do more Wicked, because I genuinely think it's brilliant, and I'm so excited for this. I do just want to say, going into this, by the way, I'm going to hit this one up front. I am sorry if I don't sound great this video. That cold that I had the last couple of videos that I've watched, I recorded them both at the same time, and then straight afterwards really got into my voice and my throat. And I've literally put this off long enough that if I don't record right now, there won't be a video this week. And I really want there to be. I want to get back to that consistency that I lost over the summer. And so that's why I decided to go ahead regardless of what I sound like right now. And I have no idea. I did a test recording and it was okay. But by the end of this, I might be a bit croaky. If there are a couple of cuts in this video, it's probably just me, going and having some water or something like that. And just, lubricating the throat and what have you. Anyway, just wanted to get ahead of that one in case I'm sounding a bit stuffy or what have you. My apologies for that. For those who don't know the show or the movie, come to that. One Short Day is an incredible piece of music that is performed as Elphaba and Glinda first arrive at the Emerald City, and is essentially talking about how fantastic it is. It's sort of an exposition song. It gives us a little bit of information, but it's all about, one short day in the Emerald City, what an incredible place to be and all that sort of thing. And it's very, very upbeat. It's got some silly moments in it. I'll be interested to see how Voctave does this, because there's some bits that are very stage-oriented. Oh, hello. I know there are no witches' cats in Wicked, but I got one. He says, I'm not a witch's cat. I is king of cats. Yes, you are. You saying hello? You going to say hi? No. Yeah, it's just an incredible piece of music. It's so, you're really hyped up by the end of it, which is really what they're going for. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really hyped for the second part of the Wicked movie, too. I have no idea what to expect, because I know they've changed a few bits and pieces. Oh, that was a very quick visit. He saw a treat he missed last night. I know they've changed a couple of bits. There were some conversations about that going around even as the first one was still coming out. So I think this is going to be an amazing experience when it does come out. And I actually think they're doing the musical some solid justice. So if you haven't seen it, if you get a chance to see the musical on stage, it's incredible. But so is the movie. So just some food for thought for you. I'm rambling enough. So I'm going to say welcome back to the channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, the way this works, I'm going to watch this through from beginning to end, commenting and emoting over the top, and then go back and watch it a second time, this time pausing, interrupting, and offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can, based on what I've just seen and heard, and that foreknowledge of the prior viewing. Please do hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and if you'd care to support the channel, you can do so by heading to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, or by leaving a super thanks here on YouTube. And I would like to say thank you very much to someone, which is Buy Me a Coffee's anonymity mode. Thank you to someone for buying me some coffees this week. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. I think that's everything. So without any further delay, let's bring up the video and get into Voctave's performance of One Short Day from Wicked. And I just realized this is going to be too quiet. There we go.
One short day in the Emerald City.
Oh, yes.
One short day in the Emerald City.
Woo! Hi, Kate.
One short day in the Emerald City. One short day full of so much to do. Every way that you look at the city, there's something exquisite. You'll want to
The voicing is so good.
before the day's through. There are buildings tall as quotes with trees, dress salons and libraries, palaces, museums 100 strong.
I love that.
There are wonders like I've never seen. It's all grand and it's all green. I think we found a place where we belong. I wanna be in this hoi polloi. So I'll be back for good someday to make my life and make my way. But for today we'll wonder and enjoy.
Oh.
One short day in the Emerald City.
Oh, so many good choices in this.
To have a lifetime of fun. One short day, and we're warning the city. Now that we're in here, you'll know we've been here before we are done. Do-do-do-do, who's the mage? Whose major itinerary is making all us merrier?
Oh, the use of the lower registers in this is beautiful.
Save our posteriors, who's and do's for hot air ballooning, as all of us honeymooning. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh, oh, I like that extra note. Oh, yes.
Wonderful wizard, who's the short day, whose major itinerary is making all us merrier. Who's the short
This is so good. Oh, the tempos changes are perfect. Oh.
Just two friends, two good friends, two best friends.
Oh, I like that.
Wonderful one shot.
The wizard will see you now!
One short day. Ba-da-da.
Yes! Oh, that's brilliant.
Whose major itinerary is making all us merrier? Who's the sage? Who's sagely sailed in to save our
Great. Great stuff. Great. Oh, they did that so very well, which I mean, I knew it was going to be good. But I love they made a couple of really nice changes. What's interesting about this is it's a very percussive piece in the show. That da, 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 da. It's very punchy. And one of the things, I should have said this beforehand, but one of the things I was curious about was how they were going to realize that when they don't use vocal percussion. And actually, just the voices alone do it so very well. That's incredible. I am really, really impressed. Beautiful harmony, as always. We expect nothing less from Voctave. I'm just going to have a quick glance and see if there is any additional information on this down here. Is it possible to be too excited about the Wicked movie? No, it's not. This is... Okay, so this was actually released before part 1. It was more recent. I didn't think to check the release dates beforehand, but this came out in November last year. Any other information? No. Well, arrangement by Jamey, obviously. Sound engineer Kendall Thompson, cinematographer Michael Evans, video editor Adam Giles. I don't know. I know I've talked about the way that they do their videos, this sort of in-studio live recording look, but I do want to credit their cinematographer and their editor because they put together these really cohesive videos that really get you involved in the performances, even though it's not actually like an immersive music video or something like that. It's more like we're kind of getting up close and personal with them as they're doing the vocal recording, and I actually really like that. They do a really good job of this. I think it suits Voctave's style very well. And Yeah, this was a great example of that. They had some really interesting cuts, some fast editing at certain points that worked really well. Yeah, really good stuff, so kudos to them. I'm going to take a 10-second break to have a drink of some warm water, and I shall be right back. Okay, let's go through this again, see what I can pull out.
One short day in the Emerald City.
Oh, I missed the bass the first time around. That's so good. I was just listening to the hub. Again, this is how the song starts. It's just, boom, you're in straight away, but it has this dragged out. It doesn't go into the tempo section. You've got these two renditions of One Short Day in the Emerald City that have these long, extended city at the end, the vowel. But holy, that bass move.
One short day in the Emerald City.
That city is already a beautiful note for them to be sitting on, but it's city. I can't hear what my voice is doing. I'm still too stuffed up, but something like that. But that note they drop down to, and it's so subtle. There's different bass sounds. You know, I'm used to looking at voice play and stuff like that and getting Jeff with these incredibly powerful subharmonics. But this drop down here is so subtle, I literally missed it first time through. You can hear it down there somewhere, but it's just gentle. The timbre of it is, it's supportive. It's there. It's texture that gets added in that you can ignore, and yet it'll still have. That's probably one of the reasons that it just sounded so good to me straight away, and I didn't even really clock it. That's brilliant stuff.
One short day in the Emerald City. One short day in the Emerald City.
That is straight off the bat, the second. So that first one, with the exception of that bass drop, can't remember what the bass is doing at that moment in the song, but with the exception of that bass drop, sounds pretty typical of the musical. You get that one short day in the air, that movement that's going on there, like it's fairly typical. Then the second one comes in, and they break out over city into their own thing entirely.
One short day in the Emerald City.
I'm just trying to catch that because it's so far apart. My brain isn't connecting what that. There's a little clash there between the bass note and Kate.
The Emerald City.
I think they're a semitone apart. I think the note the basses are singing, in their register, of course, is a semitone higher than the note Kate is singing.
In the Emerald City.
That's really smart writing because they're so far apart. It doesn't sound much like a clash. It's not like it's a da-da, those two notes being sung at the same time. It's Kate's on da, but like 2 octaves above that. And the basses are on da, but about 2 octaves below that. And that breadth, it means it turns into more of a flavor and a little bit less of a clash. And that's really nice because we're getting this really interesting musicality in use. But over Voctave's voicing is always so interesting because they have so many people. You know, voice play, usually 5. Home free, 5. Pentatonics, 5. These guys, 11. That gives you so much to work with. And it's why you get this incredible breadth of sound that they can produce, because there's no, yes, they've got these two people 4 octaves apart or whatever it happens to be, but it doesn't feel like there's a void between them because it's full of voices. It's great. Lovely stuff.
Emerald City. One short day in the Emerald City. One short day full of so much to do.
And now, what I really like is they start the melody proper and the song proper, exactly as it does in the show, but they start it fairly condensed compared to what we just heard. That huge breadth that was just there. They're saying, you know, announcement, one short day in the Emerald City. And now we're going to tell you about it. They've got your attention, right? It's that clarion call that says, it's oyez, oyez, hear ye, hear ye. Now we've bolted it together into this really tight harmony, and it's like, okay, I've got your attention. Okay, now let me tell you about this. It's great because it's putting so much character into this with just the human voice, which is what all of these groups do so well. But Voctave had, as I say, they have this very unique take on how they can do it, and this is a brilliant example of it.
One short day in the Emerald City. One short day full of so much to do.
Even there, one short day full of so much to do. Like, the low notes here are not low. You know, it could have been one short day full of so much to do. And you drop down and fill in, you know, that's not what they're doing. They're keeping it tight now. They're giving themselves, they've said we can do this, but now we're going to give ourselves space to play over the course of this song. And I think that's fantastic.
One short day full of so much to do. Every way that you look.
Oh, there's a really nice heart. Every way that stands out there. There's little things I'm hearing in here, and I don't know how much of this is Jamey's arrangement versus what's in the original vocal score. One of the things I haven't done with Wicked, and I do this occasionally with some shows, but I haven't done it with Wicked, is really break down the individual vocal lines in the big chorus numbers. And I don't know, therefore, what I'm commenting on here, whether it's in the original or whether it's Jamey arranging, but I really like that movement. And one of the things that's standing out here is I'm hearing what's happening underneath in a way that it's filling in the sound in the soundtrack, or in the cast recording, I should say. But here, you're hearing it individually because there aren't instruments and drum kit and all that kind of stuff filling in the same frequency space. And I've talked about this before, I won't go on it for long, but just so you know, when two things are happening at roughly the same frequency, they blur together a little bit. So if you have a really deep bass singer and a relatively low cello or a mid-range double bass playing the same note, and a piano also playing the same note, sure, they're not going to sound the same because they're different instruments or what have you, but they will merge together a little bit and blur that sound because in terms of what our ear is picking up, it's all picking up exactly the same thing. It would be like trying to, you know, if you were looking at the distance of the horizon and you were trying to pick out 3 different points that were all occupying exactly the same lateral space. You'd look there and you'd have all this space in front of you, and those 3 things there would blur together because they were all there. It's the same thing for our ears. So when you have lots of instruments playing with a big chorus number in a piece of musical theatre, it's easy for those the instruments and the voices to kind of not cancel each other out, but to merge together in such a way that it becomes slightly trickier. I'm not saying it's difficult per se, but without thinking about it, you don't necessarily hear the individual bits that are in those areas. You might hear the honking baritone sax that's down there and the Kate Lott style soprano that's sailing over the top of everything else, but the stuff that's in the middle might get a little bit more muddled. What I really like about this is every element of this harmony is bare for us to listen to because Jamey writes so well in his arrangements that he keeps that space open for us to hear what's going on. Anyway, very long tangent for basically saying it's cool to hear everything.
Short day in the Emerald City. One short day full of so much to do. Every way that you look at the city, there's something exquisite.
And it's that whole line, actually. Every way that you look at the...
That you look at the city.
Yeah. Every way that you look at the city.
Something exquisite.
There's something exquisite. It's the da-da-da-da-da. It's this very tight movement that just gives so much flavour to what's going on above it. It's really nice.
Every way that you look at the city, there's something exquisite. You'll want to visit before the day's through. Do-do-do-do.
I like that choice too. So that is a little is a little highlight section in the instrumentation. They sing it and then it's played back. And what I love here is that the basses, in fact the lower registers as a whole, don't really go any lower than they were. You just get this lovely bit of the sopranos sailing over the top with that little melody there. And it's great because it highlights that moment. But again, they're still giving themselves so much space to play with.
Visit before the day's through.
There are buildings tall as quanswood trees, dress salons and libraries, palaces, museums 100 strong.
This I love, because in the show, this is being bounced back and forth between Elphaba and Glinda. Like, if you listen to the words here...
There are buildings tall as quantswood trees.
That's Elphaba, because that's what she knows, is the trees.
Dress salons.
So the vain character goes for the clothing,
Libraries.
and the bookish character goes for the library. It's fairly obvious to hear. What I love that they've done here is going through all 5 of the ladies and giving them each one part of this, so that and then you hit with the harmony of all 5 of them at the end.
Palaces. Museums.
100 strong. There are wonders like I've never seen. It's all red and it's all green. I think we've
And again, I think I'm assuming that's a soprano-alto split. It's all grand by the sopranos, and it's all green, more spoken by the altos. It's lovely because you're able to have these divisions that would be in there, but they're doing them differently, so you get a slightly different take on how it's all done. It's very, very cool.
and libraries. Palaces. Museums.
100 strong. There are wonders like I've never seen.
I also like the decision that the whole way through this, the men are all just singing do. You could be changing that. It could be, palaces could be this wow, but they're not doing that. They're just letting the story be and this is as I say, it's expository, but they're letting that story, such as it is, be told in this by keeping the supporting melody surprisingly reserved, and I think that's a really good choice.
There are buildings tall as quantswood trees. Dress salons. And libraries. Palaces. Museums.
100 strong. There are wonders like I've never seen. It's all red and it's all green. I think we found a place where we belong.
Oh, that's so lovely. Also, I didn't comment on this because it's pretty obvious, but everybody wearing green, of course. I like that. I just noticed it because you've got
It's all red.
all these lovely forest greens, and then there's just the one slightly surprisingly bright shirt, which is in no way a bad thing. I actually love it, because what I really like about what they're doing here is everybody has their own individuality. 1 second, I just need another drink.
There are wonders like I've never seen. It's all red and it's all green. I think we found a place where we belong.
I really like that the entire group sings together for I think we found the place where we belong. It's such a great moment because it is supposed to be inclusive. Like, this is the place where these 2 characters who have both had their own reasons for standing out, whether willingly or otherwise, say, hang on a minute, this doesn't feel so bad. And I really like that is this, the logic of that has been realized in the arrangement. I think it's great.
It's all red and it's all green. I think we found a place where we belong. I wanna be in this hoi polloi.
So I'll be back for good someday. Make my life.
I think this realization of that too.
Found a place where we belong. I wanna be in this hoi polloi.
That the B in this hoi polloi, and underneath it the D. What's the
We belong. I wanna be
B in this hoi polloi. It's a much smaller movement, but you have this movement of together and then apart again. Really, really nice there. I want to be in this hoi polloi. Again, this is how it's written. This is obviously Jamey's arranged it extremely well, but it is what the music does. And I've always enjoyed that because I think, the idea of the hoi polloi being this bustling thing, I love that idea of kind of coming together and drifting apart as you kind of move through a crowd as well. I think there's a lot of musical storytelling in this that is really, really good. And it expands what the song is capable of doing and also works really, really well in this arrangement.
We found a place where we belong. I wanna be in this hoi polloi.
So I'll be back for good someday. Make my life and make my way. But 48 will wander and enjoy.
Oh, this is so good. So that you get that again, that little bit of focus on story for a moment. We're just here for today, but I'm going to come back and this will be home.
So I'll be back for good.
The men's parts, this doo doo doo. We're back to that small sound again for a moment.
Someday, make my life and make my way.
Multiple voices at the same time. don't know exactly how that's broken down, but they're unison singing. So everything's tight now. We've got it's effectively the single voice in terms of one melody line, supported by this very simple and quiet harmony. And there, the ba-da, that sudden, it's like a fanfare coming out of nowhere. We're going to wander and enjoy. Yeah, here's this idea. This is what we're going to do in the future. But for today, this is, a wonderful place to be. So good. And that lovely little bit of syncopation at the end. You've had this do, 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 very on the beat the whole way through, and then you get this ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, and you just get that offbeat section that's just like, it shakes you up, and it's like, okay, we're moving on now. Really, really nice bit of arrangement there. Oh, and I love that so much. That one short day, one short day, one short day. Just very small sound for just a big sound in terms of lots of people, but very, very compressed. And then the basses drop down there. One short day in the air. We've got that emerald. We've broken up that space a little bit, but then they come back up again. Emerald City. They go, we're on the tonic, we go down to the fourth below, but then go back up to that minor seventh. City, da. And so we're coming back up to where we just were. One short day. But you don't. And that's the great thing. In the Emerald City, one. We jump back down again the octave to get back to that tonic instead of going back up to where we just were. It's such a great move because you're giving yourself the allowance to open up by dropping down to the fourth. You go back up to the seventh as if you're going to rise back up again to the tonic, but you continue the fall down. Such a great movement. I love that. One short day in the Emerald City. One short day to have a lifetime of fun. One short day, and we're warning the city. Now that we're in here, you'll know we've been here before we are done. Do-do-do-do. Ah, so good, so good, so good. And we're ready to have a lifetime of fun. Oh. City, one short day to have a lifetime of fun. And again, so from there on in, we're kind of, it's like it's breathing. The song is breathing. We're expanding and contracting as we go. City, one short day to have a lifetime of fun. The lifetime of fun, lifetime of fun. The basses come up, or I guess the registers compress as the ladies come down, the men come up. And so we've got this sort of contraction happening there. One short day. And then you get the one short day again. And we're warning the city. It's almost like that minor seventh is permission to move down. One short day in the Emerald City. It crawls down after that point. The same way that we just had the da 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 da. Now you have the da 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 da. And it's giving you. It's almost like it's the gateway to a descent of some description. Fun. One short day, and we're warning the city. Now that we're in here, you'll know we've been here before we are done. And I love that you have the da 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 da. It's sort of, you get these nice little jumps and sails around a little bit, and the bass is just gradually working the da 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 da, the 2-5-1 that we got there, crawling down again. Things just kind of pushing a little bit at those boundaries as we go through all of this. It's so beautifully voiced. Jamey just does such a good job of that. And then we suddenly get this low bass note that says, okay, something's changing now, and we move into the next section of the music. Here, you'll know we've been here before we are done. Who's the mage? Whose major itinerary is making all us merrier? This is so good and tight. This is really, really beautiful. And this is again the harmony that you get in the song, but I love how compressed it sounds here. It's this very, very, and I don't mean compressed in terms of audio production, I mean in terms of just, it's very, very, this is almost the smallest the arrangement gets. Whose major
mage whose major itinerary is making all us merrier.
Yeah. Da 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 da. Who's the mage? It's such a small da 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 da. It's these very small movements, and I think hearing it so spartanly arranged is giving a really, really close view on that. And I think it's really cool hearing it like this at the beginning of this section. They've kind of gone from that slow expansion out, suddenly contracting back in again, so that they can build up a second time. It's really nice.
Mage whose major itinerary is making all us merrier. Who's the sage who sagely sailed in to save our posteriors? Who's enthused for hot air balloons?
So good. I love these motions they're making. Sorry, Sarah.
The mage whose major itinerary is making all us merrier.
You can hear the mischievousness of this in the way that they're singing it. And it, it's written that way, but I also think that they're playing, you can hear it in the voices too, which is so wonderful. This who's the mage, who's mage, this very broken sound that suddenly goes into these long phrases. It's such a great piece of music anyway, and I just love hearing them do this.
The sage who sagely sailed in to
And this is interesting. Who sagely sailed in to save. It's completely bare for that one beat. Completely bare. And it's so interesting. I love that they're playing with almost silence. Not quite, but almost silence. And I think that's so cool because it really emphasizes the sort of slightly off-kilter nature of this piece of the song. And, this really is, who's the mage who sailed in to save our posterior? It's so melodramatically worshipful of the wizard. And I love the fact that you get that kind of... It just feels slightly off because of this very, very syncopated rhythm that's going on here. And I think I love hearing them play with this. It's great.
merrier. Who's the sage who sagely sailed in to save our posteriors? Who's enthused for hot air ballooning? As all of us
And the cleanliness of that do. Obviously, I realize it's the two different parts singing each, but singing that do. Those offbeat notes so precisely on time is really impressive. The cleanliness of this is so good.
who's enthused for hot air ballooning? As all of us honeymooning. Woo.
Oh, that's so... The harmony on Honeymooning is lovely.
Air ballooning. As all of us honeymooning. Woo.
That's so nice. In the show, it's the...
As all of us honeymooning.
Ooh, isn't he wonderful? It's... Sorry, my voice is shot. But it's that ooh is the full motion, and I love that they add in that little pop-up to Kate's high note there.
Hot air ballooning. As all of us honeymooning. Woo. Isn't he wonderful?
Oh, that... isn't he wonderful? And the little wonderful... Wonderful. That little slide there that just kind of gives it that, isn't he? Isn't he wonderful? It's so... It's manipulative. I love it.
Isn't he wonderful? Our wonderful wizard.
And then immediately you have those like really smushy chords on the Isn't He Wonderful? Our wonderful wizard. It's so matter of fact. It's almost rote the way that they deliver that. Our wonderful wizard. It's like, this is the thing we are taught to say. Almost. Not quite. But I like that you kind of could take that out of the way that they sing that.
Isn't he wonderful? Our wonderful wizard. Who's whose major itinerary is making all us merrier.
And then you have this lovely section where you have the two different parts of the song being sung together. And I really like the way that they've done this. Again, hearing it without instruments really exposes these two parts in a really interesting way, and I really like it.
Isn't he wonderful? Our wonderful wizard. Whose major itinerary is making all us merrier.
It's almost like you could pick which of the two. You could even hear it as a who's da da Da, 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 this sort of almost half-time thing, but at the same time you have this dum ba ba da, da, da. It's interesting because you can choose to hear it in half-time or in full-time almost, and I like that. It brings a duality to this that is what exists in the Emerald City, and I think it's really cool to hear that represented musically so clearly. Whereas I feel like because the instrumentation, yes, it plays both parts, but it kind of picks a tempo that kind of pushes you more a little into a certain feeling. Whereas here, you really could slew either. I think the first time through, I kind of settled into that half-time feel, but you could just as easily hear it as a long full-time. Great stuff. Oh, and this is such a nice choice too. What? Is it just the two notes? I think they have the full triad there. Regardless, going down into a more compressed traditional triad chord from the a posteriors, which have these kind of very jazzy musical theatre chords to it, it's such a lovely way to bring it back again. And yes, it has contracted a little bit, but it's also reduced the complexity. And so it's contracted in two different ways. And I think that's a really interesting moment too. That's really, really nice there, actually. What? Oh, that bass line. Oh. What a way to be seeing the city. What a way to be seeing the city. It's this interesting movement around that 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the chord. That's really, really cool. It provides quite a lot of changes to the bass line of the thing that really enforces the chords going on over the top. I have to listen to see whether that's part of the original or whether that's a Jamey arrangement. But hearing it that way for the first time, I really like what's going on down there. I think that's really interesting. To be seeing the city where so many roam to. And I love we get this slow pullback here. And again, this is as is written, but it's just the timing of this, it's so perfect. And this gradual drift, I love that they change the voices around a little bit again so that you get that vibe of Elphaba and Glinda sharing these moments but singing their lines kind of thing. It's really, really cool. Where so many roam to call it home to. Oh, that harmony is so good. Oh. Oh, there's someone in there that's got a slide on that last note. It's whoever's singing that note there. You got the do 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 do, and there's someone underneath who goes do. Do. Do, 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 whatever the line is, but that little slide, it's such a nice touch because it just adds a little extra texture that is not in the melody line, but it gives it just a little bit of extra interest. That's gorgeous. We'll call it home to, and then just like now we can say. Oh, that resolution. That sends chills up my spine. It's beautiful. Just like now we can and then just like now we can say. Oh, that's settling onto. Oh, that's beautiful. That's those moments where you get that slightly clashy. Like now we can say. That really jazzy chord that settles into a traditional triad. Beautiful. To And now the simple underneath these lines that are so, we're just two good friends, two best friends. And you just get these ooh, just underneath the simplicity of that line. There's nothing here interrupting the moment of storytelling. It's just a little bit of music to support what's being sung above it.
We're just two friends, two good friends, two best friends.
Ah, that is so good. The best. Oh, that chord is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And it really hits because you've just had so much simplicity.
We're just two friends,
Unison.
two good friends,
Unison. Unison.
two best friends.
How hard does best hit? Because it's the only note in that whole sequence that has harmony to it. So good. It really emphasizes that point. And then you get this lovely fast... I mentioned the fast cut. And also, I love the vocal there. Do, wah. That hit on the wah at the end. But I love that we get those moments where you get to see everybody for a hot second. That's really, really nice. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to stop it on any given moment. But... Oh, maybe. Yeah, so you get every note, do, wah, you get cut. Really, really nice. Just kind of, it pushes us, but we've really pulled back for a second. And then not only does the music push us forward, the editing takes us there as well. And it happens quite fast, too. Friends, do, wah. It's two quick it's 2 beats of the song at full speed. 1, 2. Is it even 1? Sorry, I'm curious now. 1, 2. Yeah.
Sharing one wonderful one shot.
Really, really lovely stuff here. Again, we have this huge opening suddenly at the end of this big celebratory moment.
Wonderful one shot.
Oh, is that a full octave drop? Wow.
Sharing one wonderful one.
One. Just a full octave drop from the basses. Whoa. No, it's not there. Good lord. What happens to a voice?
Sharing one wonderful one shot.
The wizard will see you now!
In case you don't know, the actor who plays that line in the movie is Stephen Schwartz, the composer of the original musical. It's pretty well known at this point in time, but if you didn't know, that's who that is.
One shot.
The wizard will see you now!
One short day. Ba-da-ba.
And then that's so snappy at the end. That's great.
One short day. Ba-da-ba.
I love that you got the...
The wizard will see you now!
One short day.
And you get that day as the 2. It's not actually that.
The wizard will see you now!
One short day.
Day. Sorry. But you get everybody ends up on the day, and then you snap out of it and go into that da. And you get that lovely da. Kate up on the 5th there, just to finish us with a little bit of extra peak at the top. Could have gone up to the tonic above that, but it doesn't need it. I like the fact that she finishes us there on the 5th. Really, really nice. And you get that da, boom. And it is that snappy, but they kept it that snappy. It would be very easy when rearranging this to dwell on that ending a little bit too long, and they don't. They cut it nice and short, get it out of the way, and just make it that da, boom, done. Poof. Great. Love that. That is so good. They did a really, really good job of this. I am really impressed. I always am by Voctave. I never expected it to be anything other than amazing, and that was amazing, and I'm going to go and listen to it 50 more times. Because this music is so ebullient. It just makes you feel happy, which, right now, things to keep my mood up are helping with feeling under the weather. And this is exactly the kind of thing that does it. And hearing them do such a good arrangement of this that is, in so many ways, very faithful to the original, and yet there's such a big band that they are covering for so beautifully. And then to have those few little bits here and there where they really take a Voctave liberty with it and just hit with these incredible moments, I'm really, really impressed. Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much to Voctave and Jamey and everybody for doing a great thing, and I forgot to say it beforehand, but please do check down below. You'll find the link to the song, the original, and to Voctave's channel. Go check them out. And I hope that you enjoyed watching this. I hope that, this has been out for just a little under a year now, and I hope that if you've seen this many, many times over the past year, that I was able to bring some little thing to you that made you go, oh yeah, that's cool. Or that's why I like that moment. That's what I'm trying to do with this channel. And if I just introduced you to Voctave or this version of the song, go check them out. They're amazing. Absolutely wonderful group that I love listening to. And thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that you genuinely did enjoy this. I really appreciate your time, especially if you're still here at the end of these videos. It really means a lot to me. Please do hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell, and if you would care to support the channel, you can do so by heading to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, where you can leave a one-off donation of any amount or contribute to my ongoing wishlist item of my keeping my Adobe Premiere Pro subscription going, which is one of the key things that keeps this channel alive. You can head to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, where you can sign up to join my Patreon. And that will give you access to my Discord. It's only $2 or $4 Canadian or your regional equivalent. And there is a very small amount. I haven't quite got yet to building a full Patreon campaign, but there is a small amount of Patreon exclusive content coming, or not exclusive, but like exclusive sneak peeks coming for something I'm planning for a few weeks from now. Or you can leave a super thanks here on YouTube. Also, one new thing that's been added recently, there is a hype button, and that just allows you to build up small channels, and I'd be very grateful if you'd hit that. Because it would be lovely to be able to build the channel a little bit more. It's so wonderful now that we're over 4,000 subscribers, and I'm really looking forward to getting even more as time goes on. But thank you very much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Let's go for 4:02 p.m. See if someone's watching it early in the afternoon. But yes, take care of yourselves. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.